Hi there, my name is Lab and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about the ching. Yeah, you heard that right, the almighty dollar. And if you came here trying to learn about how much the police cadets make while in the academy, you came to the right spot. Because today, like I said in the title, we're talking about how much really the police cadets make while they're in the academy. Now, there are several videos on YouTube about how much the police officers make, but there's not really a lot of videos about how much the police cadets make while they're in the academy. And here is what we'll be talking about today. Stay tuned, yo. So real quick, I just wanted to give a shout out to all of my previous subscribers as well as my new subscribers. Speaking about my new subscribers, here's a quick background about you. My name is Lab, like I said previously in the video. I was formerly a police cadet and I did the academy for 5 months. I had like 1 month left before I unfortunately got fired. I was engaged in a situation that was so unfortunate and eventually caused my dismissal from the academy. I was only a police cadet. I was never a full-time police officer. So all of the experience and all of the knowledge I give out is from when I was a police cadet. And yes, I have made a previous video about what happened and why I got fired, but just to reiterate, I did get fired because I got into an argument with a staff member just to clear that whole thing up, because I feel like many people in the comment sections think I was arguing with a staff member that was like a staff instructor. I hear people tell me a lot like, oh, you were in the military, you should know, you never argue with superiors, argue with higher ups. That was so not what happened. The staff member was not even a member of the police and he was a total regular, just a civilian that worked at the gym in a different area. This had nothing whatsoever to do with the police academy or whatever. But yes, I did get fired. It was an unfortunate situation, but I have hopes that sometime in the future I am gonna go back into it, because so many people, have been out there saying, oh, when are you gonna go back? Do you plan on going back? It's definitely in the works. I plan on doing that eventually, but like I said, I have my own personal goals that I'm trying to get as well. But as of now, I'm just not doing it yet. But I'm building myself up eventually to go back into the field, of course. So now that you have that quick background about how I was a police cadet and then I was dismissed from the academy and I'm no longer a police cadet, let's talk about how you get into the academy. Now, that is not what this video is about, but it's definitely a starter to what I'm about to say eventually. How do you get into the academy? Now, there are two ways. That was four. No, there are two ways you can get into the academy. You can either get sponsored by going through a police department, which like eventually most likely hires you. Actually, they hire you first and then they send you to their academy. And when you're done, you come back and you take field training and become a full-time cop with them. Or the second way in which you can become a cop or at least a peace officer, go to the academy, is for you to sponsor yourself. So pretty much you're paying the whole money. If you're a military person, you can use a GI Bill. And if you're not a military person, you have to like pay most likely out of pocket, or I guess get a loan and pay to go through the academy. So basically you want to sponsor yourself. You pay for the books, pay for every single duty thing that you may require for you to finish the academy. So those are the two ways I'm aware of that you can go through the academy. When I went through the academy, I went through a police department. I got sponsored and I got sent to the academy through my police department. So now that's out the way. Once you get into the academy, how much do you make as a police cadet? Now, if you're sponsoring yourself into the academy, you're most likely, not even most likely, you're not making any money. Now, if you're using your GI Bill, if you're a military person, you're probably going to be getting some kind of GI Bill money, most likely, some kind of like maybe $2,000 or whatever, depending on your zip code and your state. There's a whole mathematics to that. But that's different. If you're sponsoring yourself out of pocket, you're most likely not making money, except of course with the GI Bill, like I just said. However, if you went the traditional route, which is going through a police department and eventually getting sponsored through the academy, that is what I'm going to talk to you about today. How much do you make from your police department while you're in the academy being sponsored by them? Now, that is solely dependent upon the police department that you work for. Now, when I was working for my police department, I was getting paid the money as of a rookie. So you have 1 year for probation. You have the first 6 months, which you spend in the academy, basically like almost your basic training. And then you have the field training probationary period that you also have to go through. And that is also another 6 months. And once you're done with those 6 months of clearly a year, then you're pretty much a cop, and you can actually start riding out by yourself. You're a full-time cop. They trust you to make the right decisions and be out there by yourself for confidence and getting it done. That's pretty much it. So I don't really know much about how the police department outside of Texas works. Maybe those who have an idea about how outside of Texas works, maybe you can put it in the comment section. But I don't really know much. I do know, however, about how the one in Texas works. And I know even with the sheriff department, and also like regular police departments, like for example, Grand Prairie, Allen PD, or the one where I went to, which was Temple Police Department. If you went through a thing like that, depending on the department, they paid you a lot of money most times, depending on the department that you work for example. So basically, all I'm trying to say is, when you look up on the police department's website and you search for like the pay schedule or the pay table, it tells you what police cadets makes. Some places put probationary police cadet, some places put probationary police officer, and I believe the next one after that is like police officer 1, and they like, you know, it goes up eventually with how much time you spent in service, of course. But they do a good job of like distinguishing probationary police cadets and probationary police officer or whatever. They're both the same, by the way, so you know. Basically, whatever you see there, that's how much you're getting paid. And it's honestly not a bad pay for real. It's a really good pay. For example, Temple PD, I don't care, that's my price. Temple PD was paying us like I think like $5,000, and when you take out the taxes, I think you said like a good $4,000 and probably some change left after everything else. So that was pretty good, and it's a smaller town, quote unquote, compared to, for example, Grand Prairie or Allen PD, for example. Those are like way bigger departments, and they start off from like $74,000, some 70, some 75, and the pay just goes and tops off like 5 years or so, depending if you get promoted, of course. So basically, that's how it goes. There's really nothing else to say about that. Whatever price you see on the police department that you look up, that you're trying to go to, regardless of whatever department it might be. And like I said, I'm speaking about what I've seen in Texas here. And even if you're trying to go into the sheriff department, or if you're trying to go into a regular police department, the rules apply everywhere. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. But this is what I've come to learn. And if you see it, probationary police cadets, probationary police officer, basically that is what you're gonna be making. And you could be making like $4,000 to $4,500 after taxes, depending on the place you're in. But yeah, that's honestly it about this video. I hope this video was very informative and it helped you out in searching for what you're looking for. And if you have any more questions, of course, do not hesitate to put it in the comment section. Also remember, help your boy out, like the video, subscribe. Let's keep the content rolling, yo. Until next time, guys, peace and love.